That means the heaven. So just to understand, just means the heaven, and the Idam means this earth. Both are same. We talk about going to heaven. So what is heaven? If we are happy over here, we are in heaven. Just for the fun of it, another one lady came. I was in Andaman, and she came and told, if you convert into Christianity, you will be happy. And look at me. Without being a Christian, I am so happy. Just finished my nice breakfast and looking at the ocean, enjoying the breeze, and so happy. Why should I have to convert myself? And no, you will go to heaven. And ma'am, have you visited heaven? She told no. And then how can you propagate and sell the heaven? You do not know whether the electricity is available there or not, whether the pipe water is available there or not. Without visiting heaven, you cannot sell. You know? First you go yourself and then come back. So if you are happy with your friends and relatives over here, this is heaven. So this is Purnamada, Purna Idam, just for the meaning of it. This world and also the heaven are same from the same consciousness. Purnat, from the actual original consciousness, Purnam Mudachyate, it has come out of that. Otherwise, where from the creation will come? There was only one thing. Except the consciousness, there was nothing. So anything that has been created is out of that. Purnasya then gives a beautiful the mathematics. Purnasya, from the total, Purnamadaya, if you take the whole thing, Purnameva avashishyate, the whole remain. There is nothing minus. Everything remains the same. That is. If you understand that is Shanti. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, Swami.
I would like to thank the Vedanta Center for hosting these events, and I would like to thank you, Venerable Teacher, for coming such a long way.
Thank you.
I have a question for both. For the folks at the Vedanta Center, I've been told that I should not attempt any type of Kriya Yoga or breath yoga without some type of instruction. I can't find anybody to help me. I'm hoping maybe you could point me in the right direction. Venerable Teacher, I've been reading the book that was suggested to me. And I read a number of passages that say you should associate with like-minded people. I can't find them, not here. So again, this is why this is so important to me. In reading the books, and I've read a lot, it seems like all that we are supposed to do is just sit around and think about God. That's all we're supposed to do. For a Western person, that's hard to wrap your mind around. But anyway, thank you very much for the talk, and thank you for the invite. And if someone could help me out with some type of Kriya or Kundalini Yoga, I would appreciate it.
So there is a association called Kriya Yoga. And there in Chicago, I know these Swamis, those Swamis, they actually associate the practices, meditation, and then reading the holy books, and action, doing some work. So that's called totally Kriya Yoga. Yoga means union with God through yoga. I mean Kriya. What is that Kriya? Action. What are the actions? First is physical action, that you are going and working, doing something, and mental action, you are reading holy books, pondering over those things, and you are meditating also. So deepening on that. So this is called Kriya Yoga. Here, of course, they are all the very busy people, so obviously. But if you like to contact those people, I can give you the number and all those. You can talk to them, they will help you, obviously. But I appreciate that you are thinking to do that. And the moment you think, that you will get the help, that's sure. Genuinely, when you are thinking, I like to get this idea, you will get it. But read some good books like Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna.
Already read it.
Very simple, But so many answers are there. If you are going through again and again, there's a habit of reading, you will get more and more answer from there. And beautifully, is there God, sir? His answer is there. How to realize God? Answer is there. So very questions that is constantly you will find there. Thank you. Yeah.
So one question I have is, what is the relation of Buddhism to Hinduism? Because the Buddha, he denied the Vedas, he denied all the gods, and yet he is revered in India and many countries, hundreds of millions of people, Buddhism. And if you could explain.
So, thank you for raising this question. But the question is, does Buddha truly deny Veda? Much afterwards, when the Buddha passed away, after 100 years after him, then a group of people, they decided, oh, whatever the teacher taught, we are all going to forget. So let us sit together. So they sat together and decided this should be our goal. So they call Tripitaka, their book, Tripitaka. The Pitaka means basket. In those days, they used to write on the stone, they used to engrave on the stone. And they'll be writing that, and very senior, the Buddha's direct disciples, they told, what have you heard from the Lord directly? So whatever he could remember, he said, oh, that is the directions that you should have this thing. So 1, 2, 3. So 3 basket full of teachings called Tripitaka. He never mentioned that there is no Veda, there is no Brahman, nothing like that. What he did, he was a very practical type of person. He used to say, there's a story like this, and someone went and told, sir, can you tell me something about God? He said, have you seen God? No. Your father? No. Grandfather? I don't think that he also. So when no one has seen him, why you are unnecessarily spending time on that? Don't bother about God. Tell the truth. Help the people. Love your neighbors. Practice these things and you will know what is God. And that fellow came out and said, Buddha never accepted God. That is not true. He was asking to practice, and instead of only giving the definitions. So this is very clearly Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna mentioned, he never denied. Only thing, to whom to explain about God? You don't know anything, how can you explain? There's a physicist. If anyone from the field will, hey, you are a physicist, tell me what is physics. He is not having the basic of physics. How to tell him all those? Then you have to tell, hey, you better go and see how the water is falling from the water. Why the water is not going up? Why falling? Something is there. First learn from there. He will tell like that. So similarly, Buddha told, tell the truth. Don't hit others or kill others or fight with others. So Buddha gave the practice. Then afterwards, the Shamrat Ashoka came. And then he made a meeting. A king means always spreading. That is the temperament of the kings. They cannot sit quietly. They are always grabbing. They say, now this is a religion I am accepting. It should be all over the world. Go out and all that. And he said in that way, he said, make a philosophy. That should be given to every people. All this thing came afterwards. But the Buddha was very simple. He said, brothers, this world is really temporary. And if you want permanent joy out of this temporariness, that will be a really great mistake. Understand this. Jagat dukkhamay. And why you are suffering? Because of your karma. Because you are thinking that temporariness will give me permanent joy. That is not possible. And then to overcome, 8 steps he gave. That's 2, nothing else. And what are the 8 steps? Tell the truth. Help others. Never do anything that will create problem for others. all moral steps 8. Ashtamarga, Ashtanga Marga. And the Charya, 4, the Arya Satya. That means real truth. That is Buddha's teaching, nothing else. But these people afterwards, they created the philosophy, this, that, and it's so confusing, even I don't know, the Buddha himself will understand it. Don't know. Did I say that? Like that it will come. So we have to understand, like the Christianity, it was so pure. It was based on love. It was based on service. It was based on donation. I mean, all the time giving. 300 years after, 350 almost, after the Jesus, Constantine converted himself into Christianity. Then he started dictating, hey, this should be the Christianity, you cannot do this and that. Kings are like that. When the kings come into the religion, politics come into religion, that is the problem. Thank you. Yeah, the last, yes.
Namaskar, Swamiji. Thank you for coming. My name is Anil Kumar Singh. I really didn't have a question, but I wanted to thank you for 2 of my points, which I always believed in. The first one is the food which you said. It doesn't matter what food I take, my religion is, or the religion or the belief which I practice is not so fragile that depending on the food my religion gets impacted.
Correct.
So that's the first one. The second point which you mentioned was the happiness. If I am happy, my happiness does not depend on somebody else subscribing to my viewpoint that, okay, he know whatever you're doing makes you happy.
Yeah.
So those are the 2 points I wanted to thank you about for reinforcing my belief.
Thank you. But at the same time, we have to be very careful that I am becoming happy but causing others the trouble. That should not be. Because sometimes, in this country, of course, they don't allow. The law is very strict. But in our country, someone wants to enjoy the birthday of his son, and he will put the microphone all over the locality. Your son birthday, you are enjoying, you listen to the song and close the doors and windows. Well, no, because summer, the country is a warm country, but they will put the microphone all over. Whether you like it or not, you have to listen. Why, I am enjoying. No, that is not. You cannot do anything which cause suffering to others. That is a basic thing. You should not. And that is the call dharma in Mahabharata. In Mahabharata, very simple, they said, what is dharma, what is religion? Those actions which you expect from others. You expect respect, you expect attention, you expect love. To give those to others is true religion. It's so simple. We made the religion so complicated. If we truly practice religion, this very world will be heaven. We need not to bother about heaven. Rather, those who are heaven, they will like to come down. And we have to issue the visa.
I have one question. I'm sorry about the food. Maybe I'm delaying the whole meeting. But for food, in case of food, we know that there are 3 kinds of food, right? Tamasic, Rajasic, Shaktic. If food doesn't matter, so why this category?
Very good question. See, very good question. The wonderful question. If the food doesn't matter, why this category? But have you noticed in the Bhagavad Gita, the food, they say the still food and a very pungent food, that creates problem in the body. And when the body is sick, obviously, mind is also cannot work properly. So one should be careful. It never mentioned about these items, no. The items sometimes it is not there. Read the Bhagavad Gita, Satvikara, 18th chapter, all giving all three according to the people and everything, also food. But they never mentioned that you have to eat these. They said food that you are mostly in America. What do we do? Frozen food. So we purchase one time and we keep in the freezer, we take it out, warm it and eat it. There is no other way. But they, according to that, it will be the third grade, that means tamasika food. But you have to check whether it is creating problem for your body or not. And you are correct. Suppose your mind says, I should not eat it because I am not liking. Of course you should not. It is up to you. But you should not say, you also should not eat. Because suppose I am a diabetic person, I don't take sweets. I cannot ask a young man of 15, 20 strong, hey, you should not also take sweets. Let him grow and then he will see. Like that. It is your choice, you can eat. But don't put that on everyone. That's all. So thank you. So let us say Shanti 3 times and we conclude. Why? You know that again, the problem comes from 3 different spheres. First is from the nature. Second, from the neighbors, people all around. Third, from me, mind and body. So the Hindus, they pray, Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, 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 Harihi Om.